Hi children, in the last class we had studied about the conductance of electrolytic solution. For today the first topic is the molar conductivity of electrolytic solution. The metallic conductivity is related to for the metallic conductor, and that metallic conductivity for a particular type of metallic conductor has definite value at the given temperature. In the case of the electrolytic solutions, the conductivity depends on the temperature as well as on concentration of the solution. The electrolytic conductivity for the electrolytic solutions, and in this the conductivity is due to the movement of ions, and the electrolytic conductivity depends on the temperature as well as on the concentration of the solution, because the conductivity in the case of electrolytic solutions is due to the presence of ions, and the concentration depends on the presence of ions, and the number of ions in 1 centimeter cube volume of the solution changes by changing the concentration of the solution. Since the number of ions in 1 centimeter cube volume of the solution changes by changing the concentration of the solution, so the electrolytic conductivity depends on the concentration of the solution. So children, in the case of electrolytic solutions, a more appropriate term at the place of conductivity is the molar conductivity. In the case of electrolytic solution, the conductivity term is replaced by the molar conductivity. Molar means the concentration. Since the conductivity in the case of electrolytic solution depends on the concentration of the solution, and the concentration of the solution changes by concentration of the solution relates the presence of ions which are present in 1 centimeter cube volume of the solution. Therefore, in the case of electrolytic solution, the more appropriate term is the molar conductivity, and that molar conductivity take into account the concentration of the solution as well as the conductivity. So children, based on this we can easily define what is the molar conductivity. So the molar conductivity is defined as the conductance of solution kept in between the electrodes a unit distance apart, having the area of cross section large enough to accommodate the sufficient volume of the solution that contain 1 mole of electrolyte. So in order to derive the relation between the conductivity, that is the kappa, and the molar conductivity kappa m, let we assume that the V centimeter cube volume of the solution contain 1 mole of electrolyte. That V centimeter cube volume of the solution contain 1 mole of electrolyte. Okay. So first we assume that the V centimeter cube volume of the solution contain 1 mole of electrolyte, and that 1 mole of electrolyte containing solution placed between the 2 electrodes that are 1 centimeter apart. The electrodes are 1 centimeter apart, that is the length is the 1 centimeter. So students, if we assume that the measured conductance of the solution, that is the measured conductance of the solution, conductance of solution is equal to X. This is the measured conductance of the solution. So as the solution contain 1 mole of electrolyte, therefore the measured concentration or measured conductance represent the molar conductivity of the solution, and therefore the molar conductivity become equal to the conductance, the measured conductance of the solution. Since the solution contain 1 mole of electrolyte, therefore the measured conductance of the solution represents the molar conductivity of the solution, because it is an electrolytic solution. It is prepared by mixing the 1 mole of electrolyte in the solution. So students, as the volume of the solution is V centimeter cube. Since the volume of the solution is V centimeter cube, therefore the number of 1 centimeter cube in V centimeter cube volume of the solution is equal to V. Okay. because the volume of the solution is V centimeter cube. Therefore, the number of 1 centimeter cube in V centimeter cube volume of the solution is equal to V. Next is the conductivity of the conductance of 1 centimeter cube of the solution is given by the relation, that is the conductivity is equal to X by V. And since this is the measured conductance of the solution, so we can write that is the conductivity is equal to molar conductivity divided by V, because this is the measured conductance of the solution, and the measured conductance of the solution is equal to what? That is the equal to molar conductivity of the solution. Here students, this V represents the volume of the solution containing 1 mole of electrolyte. So students, in this way we can derive the relation between the conductivity and molar conductivity. That is the molar conductivity is equal to conductivity into volume. Okay. After that we get the relation. This is the relation between the conductivity and molar conductivity. So in this we have to first assume that is the V centimeter cube volume of the solution contain 1 mole of electrolyte and the electrodes are placed 1 centimeter apart. And here the measured conductance of the solution, let me assume that the measured conductance of the solution is equal to X, and since as the solution contain 1 mole of electrolyte, therefore the measured conductance of the solution is equal to what? That is equal to molar conductivity of the solution. And since the volume of the solution is V centimeter cube, therefore the conductivity, the number of 1 centimeter cube in V centimeter cube of the solution is equal to what? That is equal to V, and the conductivity is the conductance of 1 centimeter cube of the solution, that is the conductivity is equal to conductance by V centimeter cube volume of the solution. Therefore, the conductivity is equal to X kappa m by V, that kappa m represents the molar conductivity, because the measured conductance is equal to what? Molar conductivity, because the solution contains 1 mole of electrolyte. And after that we derive the relation between the conductivity and molar conductivity, that is the kappa m is equal to kappa into volume. After that children, how can we derive the relation between the molar conductivity and concentration of the solution? Next here consider we first point that if a solution contain C gram mole of electrolyte and that having the volume is equal to V, and this V is equal to 1 dm cube, and in the centimeter cube it is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. Therefore, the volume of the solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte, V is equal to 1000 by C centimeter cube. That is the volume of solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte, that is the V is equal to 1000 C centimeter cube. Okay children, that is the volume of the solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte is, that is represented as capital V, is equal to 1000 by C centimeter cube. So now I am going to substitute this value in the equation which relates the conductivity and molar conductivity, that is the molar conductivity is equal to conductivity into volume. Now when we substitute this value of V in this equation, then we get the conductivity into 1000 by C, and this C represents what? That C represents the concentration. So we can represent in another expression, that is the kappa into 1000 by molarity of the solution, that represents the concentration. Now this is the relation between the molar conductivity which is related to the concentration of the solution. So here we first assume that if the solution containing C gram mole of electrolyte having the volume V is equal to 1 dm cube or 1000 centimeter cube, then the volume of the solution containing 1 gram mole of, this C represents the concentration, 1 gram mole of electrolyte V is equal to what? 1000 by C centimeter cube. Then after substituting this value in the equation which relates the relation between the conductivity and molar conductivity, then after substituting this we got the relation, that is the molar conductivity is equal to conductivity into 1000 by C, or we can relate it molarity, that is the conductivity into 1000 by M. After that children, we can derive the unit of this molar conductivity, and here this is the conductivity and the unit of conductivity is Simon centimeter inverse, or we can write the ohm inverse or centimeter inverse into 1000, and the unit of 1000 is equal to what? That is equal to centimeter cube dm cube. Okay, and this is divided by, this is represents the concentration, and the unit of concentration is mole per dm cube. Okay children, these two terms are cancelled out, and after that we got the unit of the molar conductivity, and the unit of molar conductivity is Simon cm square and mole inverse. Okay, so this is the unit of molar conductivity. This Simon represents the unit of conductance, that is the inverse of resistance, or we can written it in the ohm form, that is the ohm inverse or mho. Okay, if the conductivity is expressed in the Simon meter inverse at the place of centimeter, if it is represented in meter, means if the conductivity is having the unit equal to Simon meter inverse and the volume having the unit, here the volume having the unit in meter cube, then what is the unit of molar conductivity? Then the unit of molar conductivity unit is equal to what? That is the Simon meter square mole inverse. After that children, the next is the experimental measurement of electrical conductivity. How can experimentally we measure the electrical conductivity of electrolytic solution? Because in the case of metallic conductors, the metallic conductivity can be easily measured by the arrangement of Wheatstone bridge method. But similarly, the electrical conductivity can also be measured by the Wheatstone bridge method. Students, as we know that the conductivity of the solution, conductance of the solution, that is the G, this conductance is inverse of the resistance. Conductance is the reciprocal of the resistance. Therefore, if the resistance of the solution is known, then its conductance can be easily measured, can be easily calculated by its reciprocal value. So, the resistance of the electrolytic solution is measured by the Wheatstone bridge method. Students, you can see here, this is the arrangement of the Wheatstone bridge method, and in this you see that there are 4 resistance are involved, that is the R1, R2, R3 and R4. Okay, here this R2 is the resistance of the electrolytic solution. In this you can see, in this slide you can see that the conductivity cell containing solution of electrolyte and is made up of the arm of Wheatstone bridge. They are arranged in the form of Wheatstone bridge. So, the conductivity cell is made up of the Pyrex glass and is fitted with the platinum electrodes. These are coated with finely divided platinum. The cell is placed in the thermostat so that the temperature inside the conductivity cell remains constant. It is because since the conductance of the electrolytic solution changes by changing the temperature. So, it is necessary to keep the place in thermostat so that its temperature maintain constant. After the connection have been made according to the figure, the alternating current of the frequency, that is 1500 to 3000 CPS is passed through. The alternating current is passed into the conductivity cell. Here one important point is noted that the direct current is not used here, because when we are passing the direct current in the electrolytic cell, then it causes the electrolysis. It breaks the complete electrolyte into the ions, and in this way it changes the concentration of the solution, and ultimately it changes the concentration of the electrolytic solution. So, children, the resistance R1, R3 and R4 are so adjusted that the null point is obtained, and the null point in this, the null point can be detected by the detector, that is capital D. So, at this point we can easily determine a relation, that is the R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4. This is the relation according to the Wheatstone bridge method, and here this R2 is the resistance of the electrolytic solution which is attached in the Wheatstone bridge method, and that contain the electrolytic solution, and the cell which is electrolytic cell which is attached having the resistance R2, that is named as the conductivity cell, and by this relation we can easily calculate the value of R2, that R2 is equal to R1 into R4 by R3. So in this way, by the Wheatstone bridge method, we can experimentally measure the value of electrical conductivity of electrolytic solution. So here R2 refers the resistance of the electrolytic solution, and by taking the resistance of R2, we can determine the value of the conductance, that is the capital G. So in this way we can measure the electrical conductivity of the electrolytic solution. After that, children, there is another important term, that is how can we calculate the conductivity of the electrolytic solution. So this conductivity term, the conductivity is represented by the kappa, and it is related to both. It is related to the resistance as well as the conductance. This conductivity is related to the resistance and the conductance of the electrolytic solution. So the relation between the resistance and the conductivity is equal to what? That is 1 by R L by A. This is the 1 by R L by A. Here L is the length of distance of separation between the electrode, and this A is the area of cross section, and this 1 by R is equal to what? That is equal to G, that is the conductance. The conductance is the inverse of the resistance, is equal to G L by A. This is the relation, means the conductivity is related to the resistance as well as it is related to the conductance of the electrolytic solution. Here this L by A is named as the cell constant. This is the cell constant because for a particular type of electrolytic cell, this value, that is the L, length of distance of separation between the electrode, and the A, that A is the area of cross section. This L is the length or distance of separation between electrodes that are placed in the conductivity cell, and this A is the area of cross section. So for a particular type of conductivity cell, this value is a constant. For any type of conductivity cell, the distance of separation between the electrode having a fixed value, and this A is the area of cross section that also have a fixed value. So this term, that is the L by A, is named as the cell constant, and it is represented by the symbol, that is the G star. So the relation between the conductivity and the conductance is another expressed in another form, that is the conductivity is equal to conductance into cell constant. Okay, students. So these are the important relations, important formula. By using this formula, we can easily solve the problem in which we have to find out the conductivity, conductance or resistance of the solution. So here, children, this conductivity is related to the resistance and the conductance of the electrolytic solution. The conductivity is equal to what? 1 by R L by A. Okay, and this 1 by R is equal to what? That is the conductance, because the conductance is the reciprocal of the resistance. So and the conductance is represented by capital G, L by A. For any particular type of conductivity cell, this value L by A is constant. So it is named as the cell constant, which is represented by G star. It means the conductivity is equal to what? Conductivity is equal to conductance into cell constant of the electrolytic conductivity cell. Children, there are some important formulas related to that topics which we had discussed earlier. So children, you must remember this formula, which is very beneficial for you for solving the problems which are related to the measuring the electrical conductivity or conductance or resistance of the electrolytic solution. So first is the resistance. So children, resistance is related to the length of the conductor as well as the area of the conductor. That is the R is equal to rho L by A. This rho is the resistivity, or we can also name it as the specific resistance. This L is the length of conductor, A is the area of cross section. So another is this relate the resistance and resistivity, then rho is equal to what? This rho is equal to resistance into A by L. Okay. After that children, next is the formula related to conductivity. The conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity, and after substituting the value of rho, that is the R into A by L, we got the another expression, that is the 1 by R L by A. Okay. So this is the relation between the conductivity and the resistance. That is the conductivity is equal to 1 by rho, because the conductivity is the reciprocal of the resistivity, and the resistivity is equal to R into A by L, and after substituting this value in at the place of resistivity, we got the expression, that is the conductivity is equal to 1 by R L by A. Here children, this 1 by R is equal to what? That is equal to conductance, and this conductance is represented by capital G, and the conductance is inverse of the resistance, and this L by A is a constant term that is named as the cell constant. So we got the another expression fourth, that is the conductivity is equal to conductance into cell constant. So these are the important formulas, you have to remember that, and after that we are able to solve the problems which are related to measuring the resistance, conductance or conductivity of the electrolytic solution. After that, the another formula is the molar conductivity. How we can measure the molar conductivity of the electrolytic solution? Because in the case of electrolytic solution, the term molar conductivity is more appropriate at the place of simple conductivity, because since the conductivity of the electrolytic solution varies by changing the concentration of the solution. So the molar conductivity is equal to what? That is equal to the conductivity into volume, and this molar conductivity is also related to the concentration of the solution, that is the conductivity into 1000 by C, or we can write the conductivity into 1000 by capital M, that is the molarity. So children, after that I am going to solve numerical problem which is related to measuring the molar conductivity of the electrolytic solution. The first problem is based on calculating the molar conductivity of the solution. Here the resistivity of 0.8 molar solution of electrolyte is 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 ohm centimeter, and calculate its molar conductivity. So what are the given in this problem? So given is the concentration is given, that is 0.8 molar, 0.8 molar. Resistivity rho is given, that is 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 ohm centimeter, and we have to find the molar conductivity of the electrolytic solution. So children, first we have to calculate the what is the formula related to the molar conductivity. The molar conductivity is equal to conductivity into 1000 by C, that is the concentration is given. So we have to first calculate the conductivity. So the formula to calculate the conductivity is equal to what? That is the conductivity is equal to 1 by resistivity. Okay. So now the value of resistivity is known, that is 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. So when I substitute this value, that is rho is 5 into 10 to the power minus 3, then we got the value, that is the conductivity is equal to 1 by 5 into 10 to the power 3 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Okay. Now after calculating the conductivity, and we got the value of conductivity, that is the 1 by 5 into 10 to the power 3 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Now we can calculate the molar conductivity of the electrolytic solution by using this formula. Then after that the molar conductivity is equal to conductivity, and the conductivity is what? That is 1 by 5 into 10 to the power 3. After that 1000 into 1000 into divided by concentration, and the concentration is 0.8. Okay children, this is the value of conductivity. Conductivity is 1 by 5 into 10 to the power 3. then 1000 divided by 0.8. After that children, we got the result, that is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power 5 ohm inverse centimeter square and mole inverse. So this is the result, that is relates this is the result of molar conductivity, and the molar conductivity is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power 5 ohm inverse centimeter square and mole inverse. So in this way we can calculate the molar conductivity if the resistivity of the electrolytic solution is known to you. After that children, there is another important numerical which is given you for your home assignment. This is the numerical. You see here the electrical resistance of column of 0.05 molar caustic soda solution of diameter 1 centimeter and length 50 centimeter is, the electrical resistance is given, that is 5.55 into 10 to the power 3 ohm. So in this you have to calculate the resistivity, conductivity and molar conductivity. Now children, I would like to give you some hints how can you solve this problem. So in this you have to calculate the resistivity, conductivity and molar conductivity. Okay. So first you are provided with the resistance. So the formula to calculate the resistivity related to the resistance is equal to R is equal to rho L by A, and rho is equal to what? That is R A by L. Okay. So here the length 50 centimeter is given and diameter is equal to 1 centimeter. So you have to calculate the area of cross section, and the area of cross section is calculated formula A is equal to pi r square. So here the r is, this is the diameter is 1 centimeter. So r is equal to what? The r is equal to 0.5 centimeter. Then after that you find out the area, and after substituting this value in this equation you can easily calculate the resistivity. When you find the resistivity, then you calculate the conductivity, because the conductivity is equal to inverse of resistivity. When you calculate the conductivity with the resistivity, then you easily calculate the molar conductivity, and here the concentration of the solution is given. So the molar conductivity is equal to conductivity into 1000 by C. So by using this formula, these hints, you are able to solve this numerical problem, and the answer for the resistivity is equal to 87.135 ohm centimeter, conductivity is equal to 0.01148 ohm inverse centimeter inverse, and the molar conductivity is equal to 229.6 Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. After that children, there is an important slide. This slide give you a summary of the units of some common properties, that is for the resistance unit is ohm, for resistivity unit is ohm centimeter, in SI unit we can write ohm meter, cell constant that is the Z star is equal to L by A having the unit centimeter inverse, and in the SI unit meter inverse, conductance G is equal to ohm inverse or Siemens inverse, or in SI unit we write ohm inverse or ohm inverse, and in SI unit it write as Siemens. Conductivity having the unit ohm inverse centimeter inverse, and in SI unit having the unit Siemens meter inverse. Molar conductivity kappa m having the unit ohm inverse centimeter square and mole inverse, and in SI unit having the unit that is the Siemens meter square mole inverse. Equivalent conductivity having the unit ohm inverse centimeter square, and at the place of molar it is written as equivalent inverse, and in SI unit Siemens meter square equivalent inverse. So children, you have to take the snap of this slide, so you are able to know the units of some of the common properties which are discussed in this chapter. So children, today we discuss the molar conductivity of the electrolytic solution, because in the case of metallic conductor, we consider the conductivity, because the metallic conductivity depends on the temperature, whereas in the case of electrolytic solution, since the conductivity depends on temperature as well as on the concentration of the solution, so in the case of electrolytic solution, the more appropriate term at the place of conductivity is molar conductivity. So today we discuss the relation between the molar conductivity, concentration, and also solve some problems. So children, try to practice more and more numerical problems at your home, and be safe and keep learning.